Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where this finds you in the world. My name is Elliot Anderson, and today I have the privilege of opening our proceedings where we will honor the exemplary individuals of the 2020 graduating class. Of course, this is not how any of us envisioned closing this chapter of their high school lives, but regardless of the conclusion, each and every one of our graduates should feel proud of all that they have accomplished over the years at St. Michael's University School. We hope that although we are apart, each graduate assembled with loved ones close at hand, dressed in their cap and gown, and ready to mark the moment that they move from student to graduate. This is a significant milestone, and we shall reach it together despite our distance. I am speaking today from our chapel, the center of our community. Since 1967, this space has provided SMUS students with a space to gather as a school or in grade groups, or in order to consider things outside of their busy lives. It is a fitting place for us to deliver our final acknowledgements to this group of students, albeit from a distance. With that said, we need to acknowledge that one of the four pillars of St. Michael's University School is respect. And with that in mind, we acknowledge that our school rests in the heart of Straight Salish territory, a living culture with its own rites, ceremonies, and unfolding history. We honor the Esquimalt, Songhees, and Wasanich peoples, whose homelands we share and whom we recognize as our neighbors. Today, we will recognize the talents and accomplishments of the 2020 graduates. Each is deserving of our attention, and each should feel proud of their achievements. We will have a moment to recognize each graduate as we present them virtually. Let us all ensure that we take the time necessary to honor them from our respective places in the world. These are the individuals who make up a truly unique group of students who have navigated their final year in extremely difficult circumstances. Their resiliency and positive approach will etch them into the school's history and will be part of their lasting legacy as they head off to begin the next chapter of their lives. Of course, we also need to recognize the accomplishments of their dedicated support team. Behind each individual is a network of parents, guardians, and friends who have served as supporters and encouragers, provided a shoulder to lean on, and offered a hand up after a stumble, or put their hands together in applause after a moment of success. Grads, your job is to find these people over the course of the day in person, over email, or by Zoom, or Snapchat, or Instagram, to let them know that you appreciate them. Also, a critical part of this network is our teaching faculty. It has been said that every high school student should move on with successes under their belts, achievements noted, and a few experiences along the way that provided exceptional challenges. It is our faculty that provide these experiences, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank them for all of their efforts. Given the time of year, we should also take a moment to acknowledge those who are leaving our school at the end of this term. Jim Kingston has enjoyed an exemplary career in British Columbia independent schools. A talented English teacher and university counselor, Jim joined our university counseling team in 2018. At the end of this school year, Jim has decided to retire after a 40-year career in education, and we wish him the best of luck as he pursues this next chapter. Our university counseling department has been admirably led by Alison McCallum for the last 8 years, and we wish her all the success possible as she heads off to take on a senior leadership team position at South Point School in September. Her belief in a coaching approach to university guidance has led our students to an understanding of their own passions and enabled them to successfully chart their course into post-secondary life. Good luck, Alison. Tony Cordell joined SMUS in 1986. And after an illustrious career in a variety of different roles, he has decided to head into retirement. We will miss his passion for sport, good humor, and perhaps most importantly, his singing voice in our chapel and Christmas assembly. Janice McCatchin has been a key component of our English department, leading it successfully over the years during her time as department head. Her passion for creative writing will be missed by our students who have benefited so greatly from her patience, professionalism, and dedication to her craft. As she comes to the end of her 15-year career, we wish her well in retirement. In large part, the growth of our outdoor education department can be attributed to the talents of Mr. Peter McLeod. Shortly after his arrival in 1996, a small interest-based club has burgeoned into one of our most exceptional programs that year after year enables our students to connect with the environment and with each other. Pete's larger-than-life personality will be sorely missed in our faculty lounge and around the campus this coming September as he paddles off into retirement. Over the span of his 29-year career at SMUS, Kevin Cook has served as Director of Boarding, Assistant Director of the Senior School, and most recently as our Director of Community Engagement and Global Expeditions. His spirit energy, and commitment will be missed greatly by our community, and we know that he will continue to pursue his passion for service learning during his retirement. Like many things this term, this is a strange way for us to say goodbye to these individuals, so please do take a moment to offer them your applause as we appreciate them from our own homes. To begin our formal proceedings, I would like to introduce O Canada, followed by our head of school, Mr. Mark Turner.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, students, friends and supporters. Wherever you happen to be around the world and whatever time zone you're in, I hope that this moment finds you safe, well, and in good spirits. Welcome to you all to our graduation ceremony, the rite of passage when we celebrate the achievements of and wish bon voyage to the class of 2020. This is a bittersweet moment for us and them. Bitter because we ache to be able to meet in person. Sweet because despite the distances that separate us, we know that we stay connected by strong bonds of shared friendships, experiences and values. I'm in a rather unusual place for a speech. I'm standing in the old bell tower at the very top of Schoolhouse. This is near the heart of our school campus and the home of the original school bell that has tolled out for more than a century, sometimes calling reluctant students to their study. Key events, major celebrations, and recognition of great victories have been marked over the decades by the ringing of this bell. Today, at the conclusion of this talk, I will ring the bell 15 times, once for each of the weeks that the class of 2020 has been denied the chance to be here in person as individual members of our community. From my vantage point up here, above the roofs of the school campus, I can see a full 360-degree panoramic view of our wonderful location. I can well appreciate how over time spent here, this place speaks to the soul. As someone put it, beautiful places inspire beautiful thoughts. As I look around, I can see the chapel where you sat cheek by jowl absorbing our values, the gyms where great victories and a few defeats have made so many memories. Then there is the Crothall Centre and the library, which remind us of our purpose to learn. The music building, the Shafter Hall, from where so often notes have drifted across the quad. The Sun Centre, where boarders and day students have built strong friendships. The Health Centre, where so much TLC has been dispensed. The boarding houses, where 250 examples of individual talent have come together from over 35 different countries around the world, living proof that the bonds that bind us together are much stronger than the divisions that seek to pull us apart. I can also see all the way down to Oak Bay, almost to Victoria Avenue, the home of our junior school. I'm aware that for some of you, lifers, those who have spent their entire school careers at SMU, this is a particularly poignant day. You are the original source of the Smoo River, which began as a trickle, but which has been swelled by numerous tributaries that have joined it to bring talent and to give increasing volume and impetus and momentum as time has gone by. Several people have asked me in this year of disruption, cancellation and denial, what is there to celebrate? For me, the answer is that in a time of uncertainty, it is more important than ever to connect with and to celebrate our values that you have absorbed on your shared learning journey. On behalf of our faculty and staff and the junior students who will take your place in due course, I would like to offer thanks for the leadership and energy you have shown in so many different ways. A definite highlight of my week has been the assemblies where I have often marveled at the range and ingenuity of the events that you have organized and the serious fun that we have shared together. You can be confident that you are leaving our school a much better place than you found it. So what of the future? There is no doubt that you step out into an uncertain world. Perhaps there is the temptation to see yourselves as the victim of circumstances. I hope that you will resist that temptation and take what you have learned to build up, to give back, and to move forward. To those to whom much is given, much is expected. A few weeks ago, I wrote a letter about a poem called Ithaca by modern Greek author C.B. Cavafy. The poem is well worth a few moments of reflection. Cavafy hopes that you will flourish and that your journey will be a long one, full of discovery, full of adventure. You should continue to learn and go on learning. You must keep the mythical threats, Lystrogonians, Cyclops, and angry Poseidon, in both proportion and perspective. For the school, we will be excited to turn our attention to the future, to move forward with our strategic plan, Floreat, to flourish, and to ensure that we are fit for purpose for the students in 2030 and beyond. Be assured, however, that we will not forget you, the class of 2020. There will always be a warm welcome for you here and wherever the Smoo community gathers. We will be actively planning for a time when we can celebrate coming together and give full recognition to the massive contributions that you have all made. Go well, stay safe, vivat. I shall now ring the original school bell 15 times, once for each of the weeks that we have been apart. We'll now move on to the biographies composed and created by the University Counselling Department.
Saeed Al-Fazari. From Muscat, Oman, Saeed joined Smoo in grade 11 as a Takatuf scholar. He found a new home in Bolton House and enjoyed participating in the photography, politics, and inquiry and innovation clubs. He also contributed to the International Council and was a valued member of the boys' developmental soccer team. This fall, Saeed continues his global education in Scotland, where he will study engineering at the University of Edinburgh.
Sadim Al-Hajjaj. Originally from Saudi Arabia, Sadim joined Smoo in grade 8. She was part of a team that won the Hullabaloo spoken word poetry competition in grade 11, which encouraged her to take on a leadership role as co-head of Voices Club. She was also involved with the senior school musicals, ushering for Mamma Mia and working projections for Newsies. Sailing is another highlight where she's had amazing mentors and learned the true meaning of teamwork. She says SMU has expanded her abilities. In particular, her passion for writing was nurtured by teachers, and she has developed stronger learning skills and self-advocacy. Sadim heads to the University of Victoria to pursue health and recreation sciences. For her excellent contribution to the school, Sadim is a recipient of a Head of School Award.
Moath Al-Kabi. Moath joined SMU in grade 11 from Oman as a Takatif scholar. He embraced life in Harvey House and quickly learned that SMU students take the initiative to make things happen. He was a member of the cross-country team as well as the investment and hack clubs. He is grateful for the diverse and welcoming environment SMU offers and the people he met from around the globe. His favorite off-campus experience was the orientation scavenger hunt, where he made good friends and after which he never lost his way. Moath will study accounting and finance at the University of Edinburgh in Scotland. Leika El-Tamsi. Leika, who considers herself both from Morocco and Oman, arrived at SMU as a Takatif scholar in grade 11. Timis House welcomed her, and she immediately embraced opportunities both on and off campus. She volunteered with youth at the Intercultural Association of Greater Victoria and served as co-head of Girl Up Club. She performed original poems at open mic and poetry gatherings, joined Voices Club, and was selected as a recitation finalist in grade 11. She appreciates the sense of family and the boarding community and the connections she made with students from around the world. Leika will pursue a commerce degree at the University of Toronto in Ontario.
Katerina Angela Maria Asti. Kat joined Winslow House as a grade 11 boarder from Milan, Italy. A talented performer, she wowed audiences with her beautiful voice as the lead in Mamma Mia. She cherishes the deep friendships she formed with her Winslow sisters and the tremendous support she received from her SMU peers and teachers. This September, Kat will return to Europe to study business management at Assad Business School in Barcelona, Spain.
Gavin Banting. Gavin moved from Calgary to Victoria and joined SMU in grade 10. He was an annual fixture on the soccer team and particularly enjoyed competing at tournaments and being part of a team. His grade 10 business raffle project brings back fond memories and many laughs and says the grade 11 surfing trip was his favorite off-campus adventure. Gavin will pursue broadcast media studies at Mount Royal University in Calgary.
Abigail Abby Bartlett. Abby is a lifer who joined SMU in kindergarten. Talented in the visual arts, it's no surprise that Abby counts her art courses as some of the most impactful experiences in her time at the school. She volunteered her time at a local art camp and says she was grateful to be able to offer a creative outlet that was so integral to her development as a child to other young people. She always appreciated the sense of community that drives SMU through activities such as chapel, homeroom, and Keep the Beat. Abby plans to study dental hygiene at Camosun College in the fall.
Elizabeth Lizzie Bass. Lizzie arrived at SMUS in grade 3. She dedicated 4 years of her athletic talent to the field hockey team, where she loved playing with students from different grade levels and pushing herself to grow as a player and as a person. Every season taught her better time management and balance to succeed in both sports and academics. Traveling with the team in 2017 to a tournament in Kitchener, Ontario, was an experience that she will never forget. She also served as a link leader this year and enjoyed welcoming new students to the school. Lizzie will pursue a Bachelor of Science degree at the University of Victoria. Jack Batoni. Jack energized Bolton House when he arrived at SMU from Las Vegas as a grade 9 boarder. He loved his time on the rugby pitch and enjoyed the occasional opportunity to put his competition into the spin cycle. A natural leader on the outdoor education trips, he took advantage of as many school ski trips as possible. He also served this year as a school prefect. His most memorable off-campus experience was the outdoor leadership trip to Manning Park and learning how to telemark ski. Jack's affable nature is the perfect fit to study ski area and resort management at Sierra Nevada University in Tahoe, with an additional focus on outdoor leadership.
Huria Bilal. Huria arrived at SMU in grade 10. She appreciated the many friendships she developed over her years in the community, as well as the plethora of engaging extracurricular opportunities. She is most proud of her involvement in Arts Council and with events like Keep the Beat and Howlapalooza. Book Club, with animated conversations and delicious tea, was the activity she most looked forward to each week. Huria heads to the University of British Columbia to begin her studies in the Faculty of Science in September.
Emma Boys. Emma hopped over to Vancouver Island from Tawasin in grade 11 to join SMU as a boarder in Winslow House. She is proud of her work as manager of the senior girls volleyball team and enjoyed serving this year as a school prefect. Spending time with her Winslow sisters, planning school activities, and working to inspire school spirit are all fond memories she will take away with her. Her trip to Bamfield with her AP Environmental Science class was also a highlight. Emma will study in the Faculty of Arts and Science at McGill University in Montreal, Quebec, with plans to focus on sustainability, science, and society. Clayton Burridge. Clayton arrived at SMU in grade 4. He enjoyed his time as a member of the rugby team, particularly the friends he made and how they learned to work as a team. The Sustainability and Outdoors Council gave him many wonderful opportunities, such as surf and ski trips. He really appreciated the number of outdoor experiences students were able to access each year. Clayton intends to major in anthropology at the University of Calgary.
Brandon Butt. Brandon arrived at SMU in grade 11 and considers both Vernon and Calgary home. He enjoyed spending time with friends who share similar interests and contributing to the athletics program by helping design athletic t-shirts and organizing tournaments. An avid gym enthusiast, he attributes his workout habits to when he first arrived at SMU with his frequent visits to the SMU Fitness Center after school. He says the outdoor education trips stand out as a high school highlight. This fall, Brandon will take a gap year to work and travel with plans to study commerce in the future.
Ewan Kai. Originally from Shanghai, China, Ewan now lives in Victoria and came to SMU in grade 10. This focused and dedicated young woman served this year as head of public speaking, debate and Model United Nations Club and the Dead Economists Society, as well as being co-head of academic council. She was also a columnist for the JAG for 3 years. Her time at SMU has been terrifically fulfilling. Highlights include her first Model UN conference, trying out for rugby, and hosting her own club meetings. In September, Ewan will begin her studies in the College of Human Ecology at Cornell University in Ithaca, New York.
Charlotte Campbell. Charlotte is a lifer who has been at SMU since kindergarten. She developed her passion for art over the years and appreciates the guidance she received from her energetic, inspiring teachers who made the art room such a fun and creative place to be. She is proud that SMU encourages and celebrates the arts. The service trip to Tanzania in grade 11 was also deeply impactful, and she will cherish the beautiful people and culture she experienced in Africa. Charlotte will pursue a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree at the University of Victoria. For her combination of skill, dedication, and service in visual art, Charlotte is a recipient of the Nesta Bowen Horn Award. Sophia Carey. Hailing from the Bahamas, Sophia joined SMU as a Simon's House boarder in grade 10. She developed her athletic skill as a member of the soccer team over 3 years and joined the choir for the pure joy of singing. She appreciates the amazing friends she has made from all over the world during her time at SMU. Sophia will study environmental health at East Carolina University in Greenville, North Carolina this fall. Isabel Champion. Originally from England, Izzy has called Victoria home for many years, joining SMU in grade 8. She regularly outpaced the competition as a member of the track and field team and counts competing at provincials and traveling around British Columbia as highlights. This year, she enjoyed co-leading the Magic Circle Club. She will always remember the camping, kayaking, and hiking trips as part of the outdoor education program. Isabel will begin studying life sciences at McGill University in Montreal, Quebec in September. As a strong athlete, scholar, and servant leader, Izzy is recognized as a recipient of the Carol Lobb Award.
Jeffrey Chang. Jeffrey arrived at SMU from Taiwan in grade 10 and settled into life in Harvey House. He played in the orchestra for 2 years and feels he learned a great deal from living in the boarding community. He enjoyed meeting people from different cultural backgrounds and is proud of the connections he made. He also loved exploring the great restaurants of Victoria and the downtown area with friends. Jeffrey is off to study business at the University of Toronto.
Put Chadan-Prawat. Put arrived at SMU in grade 11 from Bangkok, Thailand. As a member of Barnacle House, he felt like an integral part of the SMU community. His experience as a link leader this year was rewarding, as he enjoyed getting to know new students and helping them settle into boarding. He appreciates that SMU is filled with supportive people who encourage students to be the best they can be. Pat looks forward to studying business at the University of Washington in Seattle this fall.
Chapman Chen. Originally from Taiwan, Chapman arrived at SMU in grade 5. A member of the athletic council, orchestra, and choir, he counts the Salt sailing out trip in grade 10 as one of his fondest memories of his time at the school. With his love of biology, Chapman will head east to Montreal, Quebec this fall to study life sciences at McGill University.
Sandy Yishin Chen. Sandy joined SMUS as a grade 10 boarder in Simon's House from Shanghai, China. She was a member of the Intercultural Council and enjoyed meeting people and learning about their diverse backgrounds. She feels SMU helped her to develop leadership and critical thinking skills, and Sandy took many opportunities to share her academic skills with others. In September, Sandy heads east to study astronomy and physics at the University of Toronto.
Jessie Wing Chi Cheng. Jessie joined SMU and Winslow House in grade 9 from Hong Kong. She was proud to serve her Winslow family this year as head of house and enjoyed supporting new girls joining the community. A multi-sport athlete, she played goalkeeper on the field hockey team and was co-captain of the badminton team. She loved the team chemistry when playing sports and appreciates the great conversations, people, and support she found at SMU. With a serious obsession for politics and international relations, Jessie will pursue studies in education policy at Georgetown University in Washington, D.C. For her contributions to athletics, Jessie is the winner of the Parents Auxiliary Sportsmanship Award. As a strong athlete, scholar, and servant leader, Jessie is recognized as a recipient of the Carol Lobb Award.
Jidapa Kawa Cheng. Tuk joined Timis House in grade 11 as a boarder from Bangkok, Thailand. She participated in the Service Council and recounts that playing intramural court sports and participating in the Whistler long weekend trip were some of her favorite memories during her 2 years at SMU. Tuk will return to Thailand in September to study applied chemistry at Chulalongkorn University. Megan Chestnut. Megan is a lifer who joined the SMU community in kindergarten. She loved planning school events as part of Service Council and was an active member of the Green Team. Participating in the climate strikes made her feel like she was part of a movement that was actually making a difference. She is very appreciative of her teachers, who always worked hard to make class fun. Megan will trade west for east as she travels to Halifax, Nova Scotia in September to study English at the University of King's College.
Jamie Chow. Jamie joined SMU in grade 8. Her involvement in the visual arts program was a particularly meaningful part of her school experience, helping her to develop as an artist and explore her passion. She learned valuable life lessons in rowing, a team which felt like a family. Jamie also served as co-head of the Service Council this year. She's grateful for the guidance, inspiration, and support of her teachers and classmates. Jamie will pursue a Bachelor of Science degree at the University of Victoria. For her contributions to athletics, Jamie is recognized with the Rowing Team Award. For her combination of skill, dedication, and service in visual art, she's a recipient of the Nesta Bowen Horn Award. And for excellence in character, scholarship, arts, athletics, and leadership, Jamie is a recipient of the Kerr Cup. Josh Cook. Josh came to SMU in grade 6. Making and flying model planes is his hobby, and Flight Club allowed him to share his passion with friends. Outdoor leadership unlocked his love for the outdoors. He wonders whether it would have happened without SMU. His favorite off-campus experience occurred during an outdoor leadership trip in Strathcona Park. He opened his tent in the middle of the night, and for the first time in his life, he saw the Milky Way galaxy stretched across the night sky, a moment he'll never forget. This September, Josh will pursue an engineering degree at the University of British Columbia. Jia Phong Zachary Dang. Zach arrived to SMU in grade 11 from Vietnam to join Barnacle House. As co-head of Arts Council, he developed his leadership skills and had the chance to work with a wide range of people. He will look back fondly on the strong friendships he formed in the boarding community. Zach plans to pursue studies in computer science and mathematics at the University of Toronto.
Owen Delight. Owen began his SMU career in grade 7. From golf to rugby to soccer, he was deeply involved in athletics at the school, which he says was an irreplaceable opportunity to meet incredible people and share countless memories. His experience with outdoor leadership helped him to grow confidence in his outdoor and leadership skills. Owen is looking forward to returning to his hometown in Alberta in September to study commerce, with a focus on real estate at the University of Calgary.
Vininder Vinnie Dillon. Vinnie ventured south from Whitehorse, Yukon to join Harvey House as a boarder in grade 9. This gregarious young man played rugby throughout his SMU career and names the connections with teammates and trips to provincials as key highlights on and off the pitch. As head of Harvey House, he developed his leadership skills and enjoyed learning about different cultures from around the world. He credits the outdoor education program with fostering an appreciation of the beauty and wonder of the natural world. Vinnie will study commerce at the University of Calgary's Haskayne School of Business this fall.
Duc Huy Duc Do. Hailing from Hanoi, Vietnam, Duc settled into SMU as a grade 10 boarder in Harvey House. The boarding community played a large role in his high school life, developing his independence and offering many fond memories. Over the years, he was a member of Intercultural Council and Film Club. He also tried his hand at playing badminton. A strong student of mathematics, Duke hopes to study management or computer science at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario, this coming fall. Lisa Duplessis. Born in South Africa, Lisa now calls Canmore, Alberta, home. She came to SMU in grade 10 and immediately connected with her Winslow House sisters, a constant source of support and comfort. She joined the rowing team senior year and bonded with the community of athletes and coaches. Rowing was a definite highlight. She feels the sport made her a better athlete, student, and person. She also loved backcountry skiing and winter camping in Manning Park as part of outdoor leadership, eating Mars bars in her sleeping bag to stay warm. Lisa moves to Kingston, Ontario this fall to study engineering chemistry at Queen's University. For her excellent contribution to the school, Lisa is a recipient of the Head of School Award.
Beverlyn Brittany Chica Duru. Originally from Dublin, Ireland, Chica now calls Victoria home and came to SMUS in grade 10. She loves that SMU is a diverse school that has broadened her view on many things. She joined the business and psychology clubs as well as the buddy reading program, where she enjoyed watching children discover the joys of literature. She supported the senior school musicals as an usher for Mamma Mia and as backstage crew for Newsies. Through Art Club, she was able to create with friends and further expand her perspective. Chica will study social science at the University of Toronto in Ontario this fall.
Amira El Hafi. Amira came to SMU in grade 5 and quickly immersed herself in a wide variety of extracurricular activities. She played 2 years on the field hockey team, enjoying the bond between the girls as well as the sport. She was deeply impacted by her experience as a member of the service trip to Tanzania in grade 11, considering it a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. In addition to traveling to Africa, she counts her hiking out trip as one of her best off-campus adventures. Amira will travel to Ontario this fall to pursue a Bachelor of Arts at Queen's University. Haley Ellman. Originally from Edmonton, Alberta, Haley joined the SMU community in grade 10. A passionate athlete, she played on the senior girls soccer team for 2 years and also tried her hand on the rugby pitch, a new sport for her. She considers the people she met and opportunities to enjoy the simpler things in life provided by the service trip to Costa Rica as one of her best high school experiences. Haley will travel to Toronto to pursue a Bachelor of Arts degree at Ryerson University this fall.
Ryan Elsay. Ryan arrived at SMU in grade 7. A multi-sport athlete, he made significant contributions to the athletics program, playing rugby, soccer, basketball, and squash, as well as joining the sailing, cross-country, and track and field teams. Outdoor education helped shape his views on exploration and wilderness safety, and provided an opportunity to lead younger students in his senior year at Camp Bernard. With a couple of friends, he learned a lot through creating the Pop Culture Studies Club. He feels SMU helped him to develop an appreciation for knowledge and the skill and drive to acquire it. Ryan will study biomedical engineering at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario this fall.
Caleb Fahmy. Caleb came to SMU in grade 11. He was a member of Service Council and also dedicated hours volunteering outside of school with a youth soccer team. While he missed his triple morning spares during the pandemic, he found great pleasure and satisfaction in advancing his skill in and commitment to microgreens, a growing obsession that will fuel his interest in science in the fall at the University of Alberta.
Kenzie Farish. Kenzie began her SMUS journey in grade 6. She immersed herself in opportunities to develop her people and organizational skills, serving as a leader on outdoor education trips, and is this year's head prefect. A talented athlete, she played soccer, basketball, rugby, and volleyball, and was also a member of the track and field team. She appreciates the plethora of ways in which students can lead in the SMU community through experiential education, academics, athletics, and the arts. Whenever she wanted to try something new, she had the support she needed to take the leap. Before pursuing hospitality management at the University of Guelph in 2021, Kenzie will do the professional chef program at Camosun College beginning this fall. For her outstanding contribution to our community by building bridges for the betterment of the school, Kenzie is a recipient of the Darlene McHugh Award.
Mark Anthony Finnemore. Mark calls Kelowna home and joined SMU in grade 9. Playing soccer, rugby, and volleyball, he also kept busy with service and intercultural councils, Launch X Club, and as head of Meet a Wee Club. He's proudest of the morning coffee drive-through initiative, raising money for a local charity. He participated in Model UN conferences, vocal jazz, and with the Prefect Council led the annual Haunted House. Dazzling audiences in 4 musicals shaped his high school experience, a highlight being performing at the McPherson Playhouse. He valued boarding life, developing lifelong friendships with his Barnacle House brothers. After a gap year, Mark will study international business as a Moorhead Keynes Scholar at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. For his citizenship, moral responsibility, and positive impact on the community, Mark is recognized as a recipient of the Nation Bull.
Julian Fitzgibbon. Julian is a lifer who began his SMU career in kindergarten. He enjoyed chess club at lunch as it was a great time to talk with friends and learn to play the game. He participated in many sports throughout his time at the school, including rugby, soccer, basketball, and track and field, and loved every moment. He will never forget seeing a family of bears close up while on the rock climbing out trip in grade 10. Julian will head to Alberta to study commerce at the University of Calgary's Haskayne School of Business.
Mary Fowler. Mary's bright smile arrived at SMU in grade 4. The performing arts is where she found many unforgettable experiences, including long nights of rehearsals for the musical Mamma Mia and participating in both band and choir. The opportunities to travel, including the trip to Europe with the choir group as well as the Ontario University's tour, were highlights of her SMU experience. She also served as a link leader and member of student council. Mary heads to the University of British Columbia to study political science with an eye to a future career in business or law.
Carter Fry. Originally from Dhaka, Bangladesh, Carter now considers Canada home after joining SMU in grade 11. He values the opportunity that living in Barnacle House offered him to make connections with people from international backgrounds and to be independent, selfless, and to collaborate with others. As a member of the senior boys volleyball and basketball teams, he learned persistence and developed his leadership skills. His SMU experience has created a determination to make a difference in the world and to reach his potential. Carter will continue his athletic career at the University of Lethbridge in Alberta, playing men's basketball and studying international management. For his contributions to athletics, Carter is the recipient of the Boys Volleyball Team Award, the Billy Greenwell Award for Outstanding Achievement in Boys Basketball, and the runner-up for Male Athlete of the Year.
Tessa Fury. Tessa joined Timmis House from Whistler as a grade 11 boarder. Timmis always felt like the place on campus where she could most be herself. She has so much love for the people who made boarding life special. She valued being able to spend time in nature during the busy day-to-day life of school and appreciates how SMU does its best to give students incredible opportunities, such as her chance to serve as a school prefect. Tessa is interested in studying both political science and art history when she goes to McGill University in Montreal, Quebec this fall. For her excellent contribution to the school, Tessa is a recipient of a Head of School Award. Benjamin Ben Fife. Ben began his career at SMUS in grade 4. He played on the tennis, squash, and senior boys soccer teams and is proud to have won a tennis provincial championship. Athletics made a very large impact on his life, and he leaves high school with many fond memories. He founded the chess club and was also head of the Chinese Culture Club, roles which taught him leadership and organizational skills. He will miss ending his SMUS school day training or playing sports after the final bell, and hopes to stay active in the fall as he studies commerce at the University of Victoria.
Stephanie Gans. Stephanie came to SMU in grade 8. She played flute and piano in the concert band and orchestra and on many special occasions. Through music, she met many great people and found an activity she will enjoy for the rest of her life. She was a member of Arts Council throughout high school and served as co-head this year, enjoying the opportunity to organize events for others who love the creative arts. She appreciates the teachers at SMU and how much effort they put into making school a good experience. Stephanie will pursue a Bachelor of Science degree at the University of British Columbia. For her combination of skill, dedication, and service in music, Stephanie is a recipient of the Blanco Cup. And for her outstanding achievement in science, Stephanie is the recipient of the Alumni Association Award.
Susan Gao. Susan came to SMU from Vancouver in grade 8. An active member of the JAG, she became one of the editors this year and saw her writing and leadership skills acquire authority, relevance, and sophistication. She also discovered her athletic talent as a member of the rowing team, learning about the power of teamwork and the importance of exercise to good health. Rowing gave her immense confidence and helped to develop a positive mindset. She appreciates the welcoming SMU community and will cherish how much friends and teachers supported her. This fall, Susan will pursue studies in sociology and anthropology at Wellesley College in Wellesley, Massachusetts. For her excellent contribution to the school, Susan is a recipient of a Head of School Award.
Lyndon Girardot. Lyndon came to SMU in grade 10. Rowing was central to her high school experience and taught her important life lessons such as discipline and the importance of community. Highlights include competing at nationals in St. Catharines and having the most supportive coaches and inspiring teammates. Her service trip to Costa Rica was deeply meaningful, where she had the privilege to explore a beautiful country and see the local culture, all with an amazing group of people. Lyndon heads up the street in September to study biology and psychology at the University of Victoria.
Matthew Gordon. Matthew arrived at SMU in grade 6. He'll never forget out trips with friends, including winter camping and whitewater kayaking. He feels the outdoor education program provided opportunities he will most likely not come across again. He's grateful that SMU helped him to develop diligence and self-motivation. Matthew will head to the interior of the province to study human kinetics at the University of British Columbia, Okanagan. Saj Gruel. Saj has been at SMU since grade 4. An athlete who values good health and physical activity, he was a dedicated and talented member of the soccer team and athletic council throughout high school. Saj will pursue his passion for fitness and exercise when he begins his studies in kinesiology at the University of Calgary in September. Yu Xuan Serena Gu. Serena hails from Beijing, China, and joined SMU and Simon's House in grade 10. She served as a link leader and student ambassador, enjoying the opportunity to help new students transition into school and meet culturally diverse people. Simon's became a second home. She's grateful for her supportive house parents and sisters. She was also a peer tutor, weekly volunteer at a local senior center, and joined the rowing and field hockey teams, each time developing greater confidence to step out of her comfort zone. Serena will study computer science at the University of California, Berkeley, in the fall. For her excellent contribution to the school, Serena is a recipient of a Head of School Award.
Congratulations to the 2020 graduating class at SMUS. We're all incredibly proud of you guys. Please don't allow these difficult times to diminish your accomplishment or derail the momentum you've gained through your time at SMUS. We think you guys are going to go out and have incredible opportunities and make a huge impact in the world, and we can't wait to see where this takes you. So all the best, good luck, enjoy. Thank you.
Sophie Happy. Originally from Cameroon, Sophie and her family now call Washington, D.C. home. She arrived at SMU in grade 10 and quickly settled into Winslow House. Boarding provided fantastic memories, such as participating in house games and meeting lifelong friends. She played rugby for 3 years and was a member of the girls' developmental field hockey team for 2 years. An athletic highlight was her trip to the Case National Rugby Tournament in grade 11, where the team earned championship honors. Sophie will travel east this fall to study economics and finance at McGill University in Montreal.
Evelyn Hawes. Evelyn is a lifer who joined SMU in grade 1. As co-head of the Pride Alliance, she appreciated the incredible opportunity to grow and learn to lead others. She also greatly enjoyed orchestra and vocal jazz, doing everything she could to immerse herself in music. Evelyn lit up the stage with her singing, dancing, and acting at the annual Senior School Musical, as well as in several other smaller productions. This passion has influenced her chosen post-secondary path. She credits SMU with helping her to become the person she is today. In September, Evelyn will follow her passion to the Canadian College of Performing Arts in Victoria to study musical theatre. For her combination of skill, dedication, and service in musical theatre, Evelyn is a recipient of the Colin Skinner Award. Keelan Henderson Peckerick. Keelan moved from Whitehorse, Yukon to Victoria and joined SMU in grade 9. She was an active member of the Service Council for 3 years, and she also enjoyed participating in after-school yoga. She feels her high school experience helped her to develop the independent thinking and working skills, which helped her accelerate her high school graduation. She will take her determination with her to study science and psychology this fall at the University of Toronto.
Jason J. Herring. Jay came to SMU in grade 10, a talented squash player who was active on the court as a key member of the SMU squash team and also participated in service council. His most memorable experience is the grade 10 trip to Whistler because of the plethora of amazing activities, most notably mountain biking. Next year, Jay will take a gap year where squash training will be front and center on his agenda. For outstanding achievement in squash, Jay is the recipient of the Squash Team Award and recognized with an Athletic Director's Merit Award.
Gavin Hill. Born in the United States, Gavin now calls Victoria home and joins SMU as a grade 9 student. He credits hard work as a member of the cross-country and track and field teams with improving his strength as a runner during his time as a high school athlete. Critical thinking played a significant role in his success with the robotics team, offering excellent problem-solving opportunities to prepare him for his future career. He still recalls his grade 9 marine science field trip to the Vancouver Aquarium as a highlight. The University of Waterloo in Ontario will welcome Gavin into the Mechatronics Engineering program in September.
Chloe Hill Hughes. Chloe burst onto the SMU scene in grade 11. A fierce competitor on the rugby pitch, she counts her closest friends and fondest memories from her time on the team. The Case National Rugby Tournament was a highlight, both because the team won the championship and because they had the chance to tour Toronto and Niagara Falls and meet people from across Canada. She's also a talented musician who has played instruments since elementary school. She will miss the friends and experiences the music program provided. Chloe will study recreation and health education as she continues her rugby career with the Vikes at the University of Victoria. For outstanding achievement in rugby, Chloe is recognized with an Athletic Director's Merit Award. For her excellent contribution to the school, Chloe is a recipient of a Head of School Award. Liam Hodgins. Liam arrived at SMUS in grade 4. Rowing played a key role in his journey, and he feels he owes much to the program and its coaches for helping him succeed in regattas and on the international stage. Placing third in Canada at the national championships in the quad was definitely a highlight, further fueling his passion for the sport. Outdoor education also brought him joy and many unique experiences, including outdoor leadership. From skiing in the freezing temperatures of winter camp to battling waves in a sea kayak, he leaves with amazing memories. Liam will row and study science this fall at the University of Victoria. For outstanding achievement in rowing, Liam is recognized with an Athletic Director's Merit Award.
Ava Hooksman. Fortunate to have called several cities around the globe home for short periods of time, Ava has considered SMU her base since arriving in grade 5. She feels the school has provided her the time, space, and encouragement to explore myriad passions and is proud of all she has learned. Her experience occupying the Legislative Assembly of British Columbia in solidarity with the Wet'suwet'en Nation was particularly impactful. This fall, Ava will study sociology at Concordia University in Montreal, Quebec.
Bernice Hong. Bernice is a lifer who joined SMU in kindergarten. Visual arts were a highlight of her school career, a time for her to relax while still being challenged in a way that kept her productive and creative. She loved playing with the orchestra, a skill that she would not easily be able to master at home. Over 13 years, SMU has helped her feel more connected to the community by consistently teaching about virtues. She is especially grateful for the box of virtue cards she took home in junior school. Bernice will study food and nutrition at the University of British Columbia in the fall. P. Huan Angel Su. Angel arrived at SMU in grade 11 from Taiwan. She joined Timmins House, where she was part of the boarding wellness team and valued time to study and receive support from housemates and housemates. Choir was a particularly meaningful part of her SMU journey, making her feel welcome in the community and providing memorable opportunities such as singing in the large ensemble, as well as the music trip to Europe. She credits the school with helping her to develop stronger communication and critical thinking skills, expertise which will surely come in handy when she travels to the UK in September to study law at King's College London.
Harry Jiare Huang. Originally from China, but now a Vancouver resident, Harry added a level of sophistication to Bolton House when he arrived in grade 8. His years in boarding have helped to develop his maturity and decision-making skills and provided opportunities to learn more about future careers. He enjoyed many rounds on the fairways as a member of the SMU golf team. This fall, Harry will study management at University College London in the United Kingdom. Sebastian Huxley. Sebastian came to SMU in grade 4. He is proud of his contributions to the outdoor education program, including guiding the grade 6 trip at Camp Barnard. He's also proud of his creative accomplishments in the visual arts program, as well as outside the school, which include impressive skills as a graphic designer. He was a member of the squash team, representing SMU at tournaments across Canada. The Costa Rica service trip is a favorite memory. Experiencing a new culture and volunteering in small communities was inspiring. Sebastian will bring his entrepreneurial spirit to the University of Victoria to study commerce with a focus on creative industries.
Joshua Gosha Yazvenko. Gosha came to SMU in grade 6. He was a force to be reckoned with on the squash court, playing at the national level for 2 years. He was also a member of the Athletic Council for 4 years. His grade 7 hiking trip at Camp Thunderbird stands out as one of his favorite memories over the years. Gosha will stay close to home in September, studying commerce at the University of Victoria's Gustafson School of Business.
Willow Irving. Willow made the trip across the continent from Massachusetts to join SMU in her grade 12 year. Kind, thoughtful, and a good listener, she made quick friendships and soon was a fireside fixture in the Sun Center, along with the rest of the class of 2020. From her fondness for the New York Times Daily Spelling Bee and Homeroom to her participation on the Service Council, Willow was a natural fit at our school. She had a deft hand with poetry and creative writing, as well as a keen interest in psychology. And after a gap year, Willow hopes to follow these interests at college in the United States.
Kenzo Ishida. Kenzo joined SMU and Barnacle House from Tokyo, Japan in grade 10. As head of Barnacle House, he most enjoyed bringing his housemates together to compete during house games. This year, he also founded the Barbell Club to promote fitness for beginner weightlifters. His favorite learning experiences included collecting and analyzing rocks at a local beach for geology class and cooking traditional Mexican meals in Spanish class. Kenzo heads to the UK this fall to pursue business management at Queen Mary University of London. Luis Alan Iturriaga. Alan joined Bolton House in grade 9 from Veracruz, Mexico. This insightful young man honed his writing and public speaking skills over the years as part of the SMU Political Review and Voices Club, where open mic nights celebrating art in many forms stand out as a highlight. His most memorable class experience was reading The Tempest in AP English Literature. He has never had so much fun with Shakespeare. He also leaves SMU with several copies of his own comic book bound in the library. Alan will pursue politics, philosophy, and economics at the Open University next year. For his excellent contribution to the school, Alan is a recipient of a Head of School Award.
Paris Iverson. Paris is a lifer who has been at SMU since kindergarten. The annual senior school musical was the highlight of her experience every year, leading her to the career path she will now pursue. Being in the theater during show week, where rehearsals are intense and friendships are formed, was a definite highlight, along with putting on an amazing show each night. She also found time to dedicate energy to the Pride Alliance, Book Club, Arts Council, and the annual Keep the Beat event. Paris will continue to hone her craft while studying musical theater performance at the Canadian College of Performing Arts here in Victoria. For her combination of skill, dedication, and service in musical theater, Paris is a recipient of the Colin Skinner Award.
Sophia Schuyler G. Schuyler began at SMU in grade 7. As a member of the badminton team, she learned athletic and leadership skills alongside teamwork, making many friends and memories. She was also a facilitator for the Pride Alliance and part of Intercultural Council. The performing arts are where she made her greatest contribution. She learned from teachers and peers through her involvement in the musicals on stage, backstage, and in the pit orchestra. Challenging at times, outdoor education trips were also incredibly fun. She loves that SMUS helps students find their own interests and talents. Schuyler will study criminology this fall at the University of Toronto in Ontario. For her outstanding contribution to our community by building bridges for the betterment of the school, Schuyler is a recipient of the Darlene McHugh Award.
Grace Kelly Jiang. Kelly calls Richmond home and came to SMU in grade 10. She loved the outdoor education program at SMU as it taught valuable problem-solving skills alongside leadership and teamwork. She was a member of the rowing team for 3 years and is grateful for all the positive experiences she shared with her coaches and teammates. Memorable off-campus adventures included sea kayaking with dolphins and whales on an outdoor leadership trip with classmates. This fall, Kelly will pursue a Bachelor of Science degree at the University of British Columbia.
Yang Yuyang Zhang. Yuyang came to SMU in grade 10 from China. Harvey House became home, and he cherishes the memories formed with his boarding brothers. He organized and spoke in several Borders chapels and was also a member of Economics Club, where he initiated stock simulations and brought in guest speakers. He's grateful for the many challenging academic and extracurricular activities the school provided. Yu Yang will study finance and statistics at the University of Toronto in the fall.
Megan Johnson. Megan's kind and friendly disposition made an immediate impact on the SMU community when she arrived in grade 9. This talented athlete will be remembered as a supportive teammate on the senior girls basketball team, as well as a key player with the senior girls soccer team that won the first provincial title for girls soccer at SMU. She further developed her leadership as co-head of the athletic council. Megan will be taking a gap year before going on to study sciences at Carleton University in Ottawa. For her outstanding contributions in leadership on the athletic council, Megan is the recipient of the Athletic Council Award. Harry June. Harry grew up in South Korea and now calls Victoria home, joining SMU in grade 11. A self-described introvert, he pushed himself to take on challenges that seemed daunting at first, but which proved highly rewarding. He served as an exchange student ambassador, spending time with students from Japan to broaden his cultural knowledge. He also volunteered at a local hospital, embracing discomfort and becoming more at ease working with new people. His grade 11 out trip to Summit School, with its incredible hiking and spectacular views, is his most memorable off-campus experience. Harry travels to Ontario in the fall to begin the pharmacology specialist program at the University of Toronto.
Jack Kelly. Jack arrived at SMU in grade 6. His time playing volleyball gave him a strong sense of being part of a team. Taking part in outdoor education helped him expand his leadership and outdoor skills. He served as co-head of Sustainability and Outdoors Council, which further developed him as a leader and provided a new sense of confidence. He will miss the friends he made during his years at the school and looks forward to pursuing environmental studies at McGill University in Montreal, Quebec this fall.
Jerome Kessler. Jerome came to SMU in grade 9. With no prior experience, he joined the rowing team. This was a good decision. He qualified for nationals and made great friends and memories along the way. He also played soccer, joined Sustainability and Outdoors Council and Barbell Club, and took an interest in powerlifting, all of which provided a sense of community. The service trip to Costa Rica was one of the many volunteer opportunities he undertook, which allowed him to appreciate his good fortune and make connections with new people. Jerome will study at the Peter B. Gustafson School of Business at the University of Victoria this fall.
Kezia Jolene Engyan Ko. Kezia came from Singapore and became part of our community 2 years ago. She joined SMU in grade 11, bringing her warm smile and friendship, connecting easily with her Winslow House sisters and house parents, and developing close bonds across the boarding community. She is proud to have tried many new activities over the past 2 years, including camping, a field trip to Bamfield, rugby, and the musical, each of which cultivated greater self-awareness. Newsies was a memorable experience. The entire process was thrilling, from rehearsals to performances. She leaves SMU as a steward of the environment and with an adventurous spirit to study life sciences at University College London in the UK.
Dat Q. That's infectious energy landed at SMU in grade 10 from Hanoi, Vietnam. A member of the Bolton House Brotherhood, he found the chance to connect with people from around the world, especially through house games and paintball trips, which were particularly meaningful. He was involved with Business Club, assisting in the operation of the student-run cafe. He's grateful for the support of fellow boarders and house parents who helped him to become a better person. Dad is looking forward to studying computer science at the University of Toronto in the fall.
Esther Curie Kim. Born in South Korea and raised in Victoria, Esther came to SMU in grade 7. She has always wanted to be an elementary school teacher and took advantage of opportunities to learn about her passion. She volunteered at a local Korean school and participated in Voices Club, where she gained confidence, made new friends, and impressed the school community with her bold, newfound voice. She valued outdoor education trips as a way to try new things, build relationships, and explore nature. Esther will move to Vancouver to study psychology at the University of British Columbia, en route to earning her education degree and fulfilling her dream of becoming a teacher. Will Kinahan. Will joined the SMU community in grade 4. Affable and friendly, he enjoyed playing a variety of sports, most passionately rugby, and participating in outdoor education activities. He said he never felt closer to his friends than through the experiences shared on wilderness trips. He also served as a school prefect. Will really appreciated how his teachers went above and beyond to help him and other students to reach their potential. In September, Will begins his studies in biology at the University of Victoria, with hopes of pursuing a career in medicine. For his contributions to athletics, Will is recognized with the Boys Basketball Team Award and the Parents Auxiliary Cup as the Outstanding Male Athlete of the Year. As a strong athlete, scholar, and servant leader, Will is recognized as a recipient of the Carol Lobb Award.
Peter King. Peter joined SMU in grade 10. He made the most of the past 3 years, delivering great shots and strong leadership on the volleyball team and serving as captain in his senior year. He found his voice as part of the Mamma Mia and Newsies casts and also created beautiful music with the orchestra, becoming the concert violist and a mentor to younger students. He was also a school prefect. He feels athletics, the arts, and outdoor education have all contributed to his appreciation for a sense of community and the importance of being surrounded by great people. Peter is off to Vancouver this fall to study psychology at the University of British Columbia. For excellence in character, scholarship, arts, athletics, and leadership, Peter is a recipient of the Kerr Cup.
Annika Nika Cleanse. Nika arrived at SMU in grade 8. Passionate about nature, she joined Sustainability and Outdoors Council and enjoyed sea kayaking, hiking, and backcountry ski trips. She also challenged herself in outdoor leadership and co-created a ski club in grade 11. She was active in volunteer club and served as head this year, as well as school prefect. Both experiences improved her overall leadership skills. She appreciates the time SMU teachers willingly give and feels very connected to the school staff. Nika will take a gap year for travel and service and to immerse herself in language, culture, and salsa dancing, with future plans to study psychology. For her excellent contribution to the school, Nika is a recipient of a Head of School Award.
Matthew Dean Klimchuk. Matt joined Bolton House as a grade 12 boarder from Regina, Saskatchewan. A talented athlete, he enjoys playing SMU basketball and rugby and remembers winning the boot game as incredibly exciting. He enjoyed taking up singing in choir class for the first time and describes the whole experience as really rewarding. He appreciates the genuine drive amongst students and staff at SMU to succeed and describes SMU as a place that stands out for true development of character and academics. Matt will remain a force on the pitch as he plays Vikes rugby at the University of Victoria this fall while beginning his commerce studies. For outstanding achievement in rugby, Matt is recognized with an Athletic Director's Merit Award.
Samantha Kwok, Jia Ying. Samantha hails from Singapore and joined SMU in grade 9. She took full advantage of school opportunities, playing field hockey and serving as head of business, set design, and SMU Talks. She also participated in senior school musicals on stage as a performer and backstage as the follow spot. She is grateful for her Winslow House boarding experience, allowing her to make friends from around the world. She assisted Intercultural Council in organizing Culture Weeks and displayed her AP artwork in the annual art show. She says SMU helped her develop the courage to try new things. This fall, Samantha will pursue media arts at Ryerson University in Toronto, Ontario.
Anchi Angel Lan. Angel came to SMU in grade 9 from Guangzhou, China. She enjoyed participating on the cross-country team and taking outdoor leadership. She credits the school with helping her to develop objective thinking and a more inclusive mindset. Our school walls were often graced with her expressive artistic talent. Angel will start her studies in art at the School of the Art Institute of Chicago this coming fall.
Ellie Sophia LeBlanc. Ellie joined SMU in grade 6. Rowing deeply impacted her life, providing a second family and teaching her about strength and determination. She spent time coxing or in the coach boat and traveled to nationals in grade 10. She was also involved with Service Council, leading as this year's co-head. She loves how she can give back through service, not only in the school community, but also in the wider world. She appreciates the friends she made over the years and cherishes the school community. Ellie will study criminology at the University of British Columbia, Okanagan this fall. For her outstanding commitment to service work initiated at school, Ellie is a recipient of the Brian Dyer Award.
Matthew LaRue. Matthew moved to Victoria from South Africa and joined the SMU community in grade 10. He is proud of his athletics involvement, where he broadened his sports horizon and improved his abilities. SMU provided the opportunity to meet great coaches and staff that helped him through every sport. He served as co-head of Sustainability and Outdoors Council and will look back fondly on his outdoor education experiences, which taught him many lessons about the outdoors and led to lifelong friendships. Powder skiing at Mount Washington was a definite highlight. Matthew will pursue a Bachelor of Science degree at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario.
Justin Chung-Lin Lee. Justin burst onto the SMU scene from Taipei, Taiwan, to join Bolton House as a grade 9 boarder. He is most proud of his contributions on the court as an energetic member of the junior and senior boys basketball teams over 4 years, and off the court as co-head of Intercultural Council. Both experiences allowed him to grow in his understanding of the importance of diversity to a successful team. The university tour to Southern California stands out as a favorite memory, particularly traveling with his friends. In September, Justin will head to the University of California, San Diego to study probability and statistics. Graham Leggett. Graham is a lifer who began his SMU career in kindergarten. His most memorable moments include ski trips to Mount Washington organized by the Sustainability and Outdoors Council, as well as fly fishing and kayak trips as part of outdoor education. One aspect of SMU that he truly enjoyed is the positive energy both in and out of the classroom and how friendly teachers and students are to everyone. This fall, Graham will begin studying kinesiology at the University of Calgary.
Margot Leggett. Margot is a lifer who joined SMU in kindergarten. She regularly outmaneuvered her opponents on the field as a key member of the senior girls soccer team. Winning the first girls soccer provincial blue banner was the highlight of her playing career. She is proud to have been a part of such a skilled and determined group of players. She also enjoyed art class as a method for channeling her creative energies. Margot heads to the University of Calgary in September to study biological sciences. Boris Lee. Boris arrived at SMU from Richmond in grade 9, joining Barnacle House. This effusive musician was a proud member of the musical pit orchestra over 4 years, serving as concertmaster for the past 3. He was a frequent performer as a member of the orchestra and as a soloist at school events. He reflects nostalgically on his outdoor education trips to Strathcona Park, both as a participant and as a trip leader. More generally comfortable indoors, he was surprised to find winter adventuring one of his fondest high school memories. Boris will head to Vancouver to study in the Science 1 program at the University of British Columbia. For his combination of skill, dedication, and service in music, Boris is a recipient of the Blanco Cup. Kailin Kelly Lee. Kelly hails from Guangzhou, China, and came to SMU as a grade 9 boarder in Simon's House. Shy at first, Kelly really grew into her leadership and service roles on campus. With her characteristic grace and smile, she served as co-head of Psychology Club and was an active volunteer in the school archives and as an ELL peer mentor. SMU helped her to develop strong learning skills and a more positive and productive attitude. This fall, Kelly will immerse herself in the world of mathematics at the University of Waterloo in Ontario.
Michelle Lee. Michelle joined SMUS from Zhengzhou, China in grade 10. She settled into Winslow House and enjoyed volunteering as a teacher assistant in AP Art History, as well as being part of the Arts Council. She also enjoyed being on the badminton team. Attending practices helped her to release stress and have fun. One aspect of the school she appreciated was the inclusive vibe and sense of community. This fall, Michelle will study social sciences at the University of Toronto in Ontario.
Zhang Luc. Zhang arrived at SMU in grade 11 from Hanoi, Vietnam. She will be forever grateful to her Winslow House sisters and house parents for making boarding so enjoyable. She met many new people and made lifelong friends. Events such as house games, house challenges, and spa days in the common room were particularly memorable. As a member of the senior school musical backstage crew, she loved being part of creating something special for others to enjoy. Zhang will study computer science at the University of Waterloo in Ontario in the fall. Sabrina Louise. Sabrina journeyed from Jakarta, Indonesia to join SMU in grade 11. She found an incredible new community in Simon's House and enjoyed being someone others could rely on. She was a member of Art Club and Arts Council, which gave her confidence and respect for different kinds of artistic expression. Adventures with friends will be the aspect of her time at SMU she will most remember, especially their favorite lunch spot in the music building. Sabrina moves to Florida this fall to study computer animation at the Ringling College of Art and Design. For a combination of skill, dedication, and service in visual art, Sabrina is a recipient of the Nesta Bowen Horn Award.
Sienna Luong. Sienna joined Timis House as a grade 11 boarder from Hanoi, Vietnam. She was an active member of the Intercultural Council and the JAG, and enjoyed helping new students settle into the boarding community as part of orientation week. Choir was her most interesting class. She loved being introduced to new pieces of music, learning about harmonization, and performing on stage with her friends. She appreciates the sense of community at SMU and getting to know people from many different backgrounds. Sienna will study business this fall at the Ivey School of Business at Western University in London, Ontario.
Benjamin Ben Lupin. Ben is a lifer who came to SMU in kindergarten. He loved playing in the pit orchestra for 2 senior school musicals, Mamma Mia and Newsies. He also enjoyed the outdoor education trips where he had a great time with friends, especially rock climbing. He credits SMU with helping him to develop his interpersonal and critical thinking skills and providing a welcoming and friendly community. Ben begins his Bachelor of Applied Science degree at Acadia University in Wolfville, Nova Scotia. Joshua Chiwei Mao. Joshua came to SMU in grade 4. His tenure as captain of the senior boys rugby team taught him a great deal about himself and built his leadership skills. He learned how to create a common goal and keep the team focused. As co-head of the Athletic Council, he developed confidence and strategies to communicate and cooperate with different individuals and ideas. The outdoor leadership winter camping trip was his most memorable off-campus experience. It was extremely cold, but beautiful. This fall, Joshua will study molecular and cell biology, as well as play rugby at the University of California, Berkeley. For outstanding achievement in rugby, Joshua is recognized with an Athletic Director's Merit Award. For outstanding contributions in leadership to the Athletic Council, Joshua is the recipient of the Athletic Council Award. For his excellent contribution to the school, Joshua is a recipient of a Head of School Award.
Mark Saville Mello. Mark joined SMU in grade 8. He was a member of the rowing team and also made some clutch plays on the volleyball court. He has fond memories of his time with his volleyball teammates competing at provincials 2 years in a row. Outdoor leadership, particularly the grade 11 winter camping trip, was one of the highlights of his school experience. Led by knowledgeable mentors, he explored the outdoors and developed survival skills with like-minded people on great expeditions. Mark will pursue a psychology degree at the University of British Columbia.
Jackson Miller. Originally from Calgary, Alberta, but now living in Victoria, Jackson joined SMU in grade 10. He takes away fond memories of his involvement with the athletics program, where he helped the soccer and rugby teams to provincial tournaments. He credits these sports with providing an excellent opportunity for him to meet people and make friends from all grade levels. Jackson will stay close to home this fall to study commerce at the University of Victoria's Gustafson School of Business. Alexandra Alex Millett. Alex came to SMU in grade 6. An active member of student council for several years, she used her experience to co-create a new school group called Humans of Victoria Club. She enjoyed developing her leadership skills as well as learning about photography, interview, and media design skills. She has fond memories of exploring new cities with friends while traveling with the Ontario University's tour in her senior year. Alex will hop across the Strait of Georgia to Vancouver to study health sciences at the University of British Columbia this fall.
Emma Monahan. Emma made the most of her 2 years after joining SMU in grade 11. She enjoyed her involvement in the politics club, which helped her to connect with like-minded people to share ideas. Playing soccer, a new sport, led to some favorite memories with supportive teammates. She forged lifelong friendships on the grade 11 rock climbing outdoor education trip. Emma will be nearby this fall as she pursues environmental studies at the University of Victoria with a future goal of studying architecture.
Hannah Murphy. Hannah brought her beautiful voice and smile to SMU in grade 4. A vital participant in choir concerts and small ensembles throughout high school, she credits the annual senior school musical with building her confidence and providing a powerful sense of community. As a school prefect, she exuded a special warmth and cheerfulness, providing an engaged leadership presence that made a genuine difference each day. Grateful for the many kindnesses and expressions of support and encouragement she received from teachers, Hannah will take a gap year to travel and work before heading to university to study psychology. For her outstanding contribution to our community by building bridges for the betterment of the school, Hannah is a recipient of the Darlene McHugh Award.
Reika Nakagawa. Reika made Simon's House home after joining SMU in grade 11 from Hong Kong. She built deep connections within the boarding community, meeting lifelong friends and deepening her understanding of diverse cultures and languages. As a link leader, Mandarin teaching assistant, and head of volunteer and Zen S&B clubs, she deftly wove herself into the fabric of school life. She states that SMU helped her figure out what is truly important to her, inspired by different people with amazing minds. Reka will study commerce at the Rotman School of Management at the University of Toronto in Ontario.
Nia Nguyen. Hailing from Hanoi, Vietnam, Nia joined the SMU boarding community in grade 11. The connections that he made with his Bolton House brothers are what have made his time at the school memorable. He was an active member of Intercultural Council and appreciates the diversity which SMU has to offer. He will miss the friends he has made from many different cultures and corners of the globe. Nia will study sciences at the University of British Columbia, Okanagan.
Xiao Ning. Originally from China, Xiao arrived at SMU in grade 9. As a senior, she served as head of both psychology and book clubs. She also attended Model United Nations conferences and was part of the leadership team of the Public Speaking Debate and Model UN Club this year. Over the years, she was a member of the cross-country and tennis teams as well. One of her fondest memories was ordering bubble tea as a group in English class. Xiao will study life sciences at the University of Toronto.
Maxwell Max Nishima. Max began his SMU journey in grade 6. The opportunity to serve this year as head prefect has been life-changing. Not only did it help him to develop valuable skills, it also provided amazing connections. He started playing rugby in grade 6 and has not stopped since. Being a member of the rugby team has shaped him as a person, giving him some of his most valuable friendships and teaching him never to give up. He also appreciated the outdoor education program. This fall, Max will study environmental science at the University of British Columbia, Okanagan. For his citizenship, moral responsibility, and positive impact on the community, Max is recognized as a recipient of the Nation Bowl.
Ayane Noichi. Ayane joined SMU in grade 11 from Nara, Japan. Timus House welcomed her with open arms, and she will always remember her Timus sisters. Living in the boarding community was a dream come true. She played oboe and English horn in the concert band and names the music trip to Europe as one of her favorite experiences. She also enjoyed the rock climbing intramural, which increased her confidence in climbing and bouldering. Ayane is off to Wilfrid Laurier University in Waterloo, Ontario this fall to pursue studies in marketing and commerce.
Jessica None. Jessica packed her warm spirit when she ferried from Vancouver in grade 11, quickly settling into Timus House, where Friday duty nights were some of her best memories. Rugby was integral to her time at SMU. Incredible friends, supportive teammates, a gold medal at the Case National Rugby Tournament, and a chance to play for Team BC. She will look back fondly on the first and only game the team played this year. She is grateful for her boarding experience, including losing track of time with friends, kind house parents, and leisurely Sun Centre dinners. Jessica will play rugby for the University of British Columbia Thunderbirds while studying sociology this fall. For her excellent contribution to the school, Jessica is a recipient of a Head of School Award.
Kate O'Connor. Kate began her SMU career in grade 10. She was very proud to serve as co-head of the Politics Club this year, enjoying discussing politics and current events, moderating the All Candidates debate, and also eating many Timbits. She was also a school prefect and a committed member of the rowing team. She will always remember the lessons learned from coaches and teammates and is grateful for their love and support. She appreciates her friends and the sense of community SMU offers. Kate will take her debating skills to the Trinity One program at the University of Toronto in Ontario to study politics, philosophy, and economics. For excellence in character, scholarship, arts, athletics, and leadership, Kate is a recipient of the Kerr Cup.
Samuel Oluwatamalore Ogundare. Samuel first lived in the United States before calling Lagos, Nigeria, his home. He arrived this year at SMU as a grade 12 boarder in Barnacle House and quickly made fast friends with his new brothers. He played on the senior boys developmental soccer team, appreciating the chance to combine fitness and fun with a great community of teammates and coaches. Samuel is heading to Hamilton, Ontario to pursue a degree in mechanical engineering at McMaster University. Kaori Okuzono. Kaori has been part of the SMU community since grade 9. From beautiful Kyoto, Japan, she settled into life in Winslow House and enjoyed being surrounded by so many wonderful fellow boarders. She was instrumental in helping to launch and run the Howard Cafe in its inaugural year by serving on the business club executive team. She played in the Island Championship as a member of the senior girls field hockey team as well. Kaori will soon be applying to Japanese universities and will begin her degree in business at the start of 2021.
Denisa Ospan. Denisa grew up in Kazakhstan and now calls Victoria home, arriving at SMU in grade 9. A passionate athlete of skill and drive, Denisa found early pleasure and inspiration in fencing, a sport more recently she pursued as a coach. Rounding out her sport resume are field hockey and rugby, and she names winning the Case National Rugby Tournament as one of her fondest SMU memories. She also enjoyed performing with her peers in both choir and band concerts. Denisa will pursue studies in biology at the University of Victoria. Yunus Emre Ozer. Hailing from Barton, Turkey, Yunus arrived at SMU in grade 11 as a Barnacle House boarder. He was a member of the senior boys basketball team for 2 years, which provided countless memorable experiences, great coaching, and lifelong friendships. He also welcomed new students this year as a link leader. He truly appreciates the active SMU boarding community and the amazing people who made it special. Yunus will pursue a degree in computer science at the University of California, Berkeley.
I would like to offer my congratulations to all of the graduates of the class of 2020 and recognize the hard work and commitment to the many different pursuits that have brought you to this point. I'm Margaret Lincoln, and I've had the good fortune of teaching a particular group of this year's graduates, the Lifers, in their kindergarten year at SMU. Although it seems like yesterday when you showed up at the kindergarten door, fresh-faced and completely adorable in your little red shirts, it is amazing to think you are now at the other end of your SMU journey. And you have followed a path of working very hard over the years and have made significant achievements in so many different areas of the school life. What a gift to be able to congratulate you on that and to wish each of you well with your future. I remember our kindergarten year very fondly. It was pretty magical. Do you remember our marine studies project and making scuba diving tanks out of plastic water bottles and tubing? Well, one hope I have for each of you as you pursue your goals is that you will find your life's work to be as joy-filled and rewarding as I have found my work to be teaching you in our kindergarten year. Someone else wants to wish you well. It's Chester. We both want to remind you to kiss your brain and to do a silent cheer when you do something you're particularly proud of. And don't forget, everything you really need to know about life, you learned in kindergarten. Vivat.
Annabelle Hayen Bella Penninger. Originally from Vienna, Austria, Bella arrived in Winslow House in grade 11 with a warm smile and quiet grace that allowed her to make friends and settle in quickly. A stylish, urbane, and sophisticated presence in any classroom, she immediately impressed classmates and teachers with her patient, scholarly devotion to her studies, especially her writing. A deep passion for psychology will take her to the University of British Columbia in the fall.
Eric Peters. Originally from Indonesia, Eric now calls Victoria home and joins SMU in grade 10. A lover of many sports, he was involved with the soccer and rugby teams and athletic council and was often seen on the sidelines supporting players and the school at home games. He is also passionate about outdoor education and leadership, taking part in many ski trips and serving as a member of the Sustainability and Outdoors Council, as well as a link leader. He credits his peers and teachers with pushing him to give his best to both athletics and academics. Eric will pursue a commerce degree at Queen's University's Smith School of Business this fall.
Cole Pichet. Cole came to SMU in grade 10. As a member of Hack Club, he loved seeing faces light up as people learned new coding skills. A talented trumpeter, he also enjoyed performing in the jazz band as it provided a great opportunity to meet new friends and improve his musical skills and self-confidence by playing solos. His first outdoor education trip in grade 10, hiking the Juan de Fuca Marine Trail, was memorable. Cole will stay close to home this fall as he pursues a software engineering degree at the University of Victoria. For his outstanding achievement in languages, Cole is a recipient of the Modern Language Award.
Megan Power Pollitt. Megan arrived at SMU in grade 7. A local scholar of immense energy and devotion, she has relished every facet of her SMU career and the many opportunities it has given her to pursue her passion for politics, economics, and international relations. Excited by ideas and the chance to read, write, and think deeply about them, she is grateful to SMU teachers for pushing her to respond to intellectual challenges and inspire her to forge her intellectual quickness and versatility through demanding learning. She will attend the London School of Economics in London, England, in the fall.
Sophia Ramon. Sophia came to SMU in grade 11 from Mexico, quickly making Timis House her second home. Boarding provided a strong sense of community and allowed her to open her perspective by meeting people from all over the world. She loved the creativity offered by visual arts, finding peace and joy as a painter. Sophia plans to take a gap year to work as an au pair in Paris and then study to become a teacher of English as a foreign language.
Nadine Reese. Nadine began her SMU journey in grade 4. Outdoor leadership was her favorite opportunity as it provided the chance to try new adventures such as winter camping, and she loved all the trip leaders and outdoor teachers. A multi-sport athlete, she played soccer, rugby, basketball, and field hockey, and was a member of the cross-country team. She appreciates the amazing people she met through outdoor education and athletics, as well as the people in her homeroom who made all the mornings together fun and worthwhile. Nadine will pursue a Bachelor of Nursing degree at the University of British Columbia, Okanagan. For her contributions to athletics, Nadine is recognized with the Girls Cross Country Team Award. For her excellent contribution to the school, Nadine is a recipient of a Head of School Award.
Adam Roberts. Adam came to SMU in grade 6. Playing soccer helped him to immediately feel connected to the community and created amazing friendships. SMU allowed him to expand his comfort zone, whether performing in front of a full auditorium or hanging off a 100-foot cliff. Rock climbing and camping with friends are some of his favorite off-campus experiences. Adam is excited to be heading back to Quebec, where he is originally from, to study political sciences at McGill University in Montreal in September. For his contributions to athletics, Adam is recognized with the Boys Soccer Team Award.
Catherine Katie Rothwell. Originally from Toronto, Katie moved to Victoria in grade 8 and began her SMU journey. Each year, she could be found on the court as a dynamic member of the volleyball team, where tournaments and team friendships are among her favorite memories. She was also a star of the stage, performing the lead role of Donna in the school musical Mamma Mia. She greatly values the sense of community at SMU, as well as the ongoing support she received from teachers and staff. Katie will return to Ontario in September to study medical sciences at Western University.
Carolyn Solomon Wong. Carolyn considers both Singapore and France home and arrived at SMU in grade 9. She appreciates many different aspects of the boarding community, including supporting her younger Winslow House sisters with homework, making great friends, and her wonderful house parents. A talented pianist, she played in several recitals. Carolyn will head east in September to study psychology at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario. Abigail Elizabeth Samuels. Originally from Jamaica, Abby calls Brampton, Ontario home and came to SMU in grade 11. A recipient of the Best School Year Ever scholarship, she quickly settled into Simon's House. Boarding provided her a sense of community and sisterhood. She will dearly miss her housemates and house parents. Her work as a school prefect helped define her high school experience. She enjoyed working in the heart of student affairs. SMUS helped to develop resilience under pressure. She can now confidently tackle 7 tests in 1 week. This important skill will come in handy as she returns to Ontario to study life sciences at McMaster University in Hamilton.
Famanda Mint Satyentirakul. Mint joined SMU from Bangkok, Thailand as a grade 11 boarder in Winslow House. She is known as a compassionate and caring student who is always supportive to her Winslow sisters. Actively involved in the intercultural and arts councils, as well as the psychology club, she also contributed on the court as a member of the badminton team. She is grateful to her teachers and peers for all their support during her time at SMU. Mint will head to Ontario this fall to study business at Brock University. Angelina Chandra. Angelina is a lifer who has been at SMU since kindergarten. This star competitor joined a variety of athletic pursuits, which taught her confidence and resilience. Best known for her contributions to the track and field team, she helped set 3 provincial records, earned titles as the 2-time 200-meter and 3-time 400-meter champion, and qualified for the U18 Canadian team. She is also proud of the skills and mindset she developed through public speaking at recitations and Model United Nations conferences. Her grade 9 surf trip stands out as a fond memory from recent years. Angelina travels east in September to study international relations at the University of Toronto. For outstanding achievement in track and field, Angelina is recognized with an Athletic Director's Merit Award, and for her excellent contribution to the school, Angelina is a recipient of a Head of School Award. Ben Shaw. Ben came to SMU in grade 6. He is particularly proud of his broad athletic involvement at the school and is very appreciative of the great coaches and supporting staff for their encouragement. Highlights over the years include soccer trips, such as the provincial and island tournaments. He plans to pursue a career in athletics and learn valuable leadership skills as part of the Athletic Council. Ben will move around the corner in the fall to study sports management at Camosun College.
Jenny Peirong She. Jenny joined Timus House as a boarder from Guangzhou, China in grade 9. Living at SMU with people from such diverse cultures made her embrace differences and challenged her own views about the world. She capably co-headed the public speaking debate and Model UN Club this year, helping other students to find their voice. Fighting alongside her badminton teammates taught her important lessons about team spirit and sportsmanship. She is grateful for her intelligent, caring, and supportive friends from whom she has learned so much. Jenny heads to Northwestern University in Evanston, Illinois to study journalism in September.
Samuel Sam Shipley. Sam joined SMUS in grade 6. As a member of the rowing team as well as a club rower, he grew to love the sport and improved through hard work and perseverance. He rowed for Team BC and looks forward to rowing at university and to one day landing a seat in a Team Canada boat. He was also a member of Sustainability and Outdoors Council and took outdoor leadership, where he stepped out of his comfort zone for activities such as winter camping and paddling. SMU helped him to develop a wide variety of academic skills. Sam will study science at the University of Victoria this fall. Sasha Skoronsky. Sasha came to SMU in grade 4. The outdoor education program provided his favorite high school experiences. He traveled to places he would never have visited on his own. As a school prefect, he guided a great group of students in grade 11 council. He will miss them and their Monday discussions. The fly fishing trip to Elk River for his grade 10 pursuit was another memorable off-campus adventure. Sasha will pursue a dual degree in engineering and commerce at the University of Calgary this fall. For his excellent contribution to the school, Sasha is a recipient of a Head of School Award.
Luna Song. Luna joined Winslow House as a boarder from Hangzhou, China. A versatile young woman of great creativity and drive, her SMU career began in grade 10 and from the first week was an exercise in expanding her horizons to embrace her Canadian experience and make it undeniably her own. Highlights include a 5-day hiking adventure in the woods, proud devotion to the challenges of running cross-country, and an eye-opening visit to the First Nations community in Ahousaht. She applied and was accepted to Bocconi University in Milan last September, the first member of this graduating class to get a university acceptance, and is determined to make Italy her eventual destination.
Lauren Stecco. Lauren began her SMUS career in grade 11. Friendly, cheerful, and positive, she was a welcome addition to Service Council and enjoyed her experiences in outdoor leadership. She learned a great deal and considers the ski trip to Whistler as a highlight of her time at school. Lauren will make Kingston, Ontario home this fall as she pursues a science degree at Queen's University.
Susie Stone. Susie came to SMU in grade 9. A tenacious athlete, during her time at the senior school, she was a member of the track and field team and played basketball, soccer, and field hockey, serving as captain of the field hockey team this year. SMU taught her to be a student athlete and to apply lessons learned on the field to her individual growth. She says she faced her fear last year and enjoyed finally performing in chapel, appreciating the positive response. She also served as the school health and wellness prefect and valued outdoor experiences such as surfing and whitewater kayaking. Susie will begin studying kinesiology and playing field hockey at the University of Calgary this fall. For her contributions to athletics, Susie is recognized with the Field Hockey Team Award. For her excellent contribution to the school, Susie is a recipient of a Head of School Award.
Sunny Wei Sun. Born in China, Sunny now makes Victoria home and joins SMU in grade 9. This dynamic dancer enjoyed being part of the musicals, cherishing time both on and off stage with all the cast members. She also loved performing with the SMU dance crew intramural, sharing her passion with like-minded artists. Her most memorable off-campus experience included out trips where she established close relationships with new, diverse people away from technology and surrounded by nature. In September, Sunny will feed her creative energy studying art and design at Emily Carr University of Art and Design in Vancouver.
Palin Superdit. Palin arrived from Bangkok, Thailand, to join SMU as a grade 9 boarder in Simon's House. She cherishes the diversity in talent, thought, and background at the school and was proud to serve as head of Simon's House this year. She was also the co-head of SMU Talks, where she learned to be open-minded, flexible, and to always come up with a plan B. She led the set design club in grade 11 and was a member of the scorekeeping team, cheerfully supporting the athletics and arts programs. Palin heads to the UK in the fall to study arts and science at the University College London. For her excellent contribution to the school, Palin is a recipient of a Head of School Award.
Sophia Taffel. Sophia joined SMU in grade 9 from Canmore, Alberta as a boarder in Timmis House. Known as Taffel, this no-nonsense young woman of incredible versatility, poise, and purpose played a variety of sports over the years. With rugby front and center, she achieved her dreams of a Case National Championship, selection for the BC Under-18 15s team in Regina, and serious training at the Rugby Canada Academy. She also somehow found time to be involved with 4 musicals in the pit orchestra as a crew member and as stage manager. Taffel will tackle a Bachelor of Commerce degree at Queen's University in Kingston. For her excellent contribution to the school, Sophia is a recipient of a Head of School Award. Shin Tanabun Sambat. Shin arrived in Barnacle House from Bangkok, Thailand in grade 10. He was a tall and lanky presence with a serenity of spirit that no amount of pressure or confusion could unsettle, especially on the soccer pitch where his skill, poise, and obvious maturity commanded respect from both teammates and opponents alike. A gifted student, he's eager to pursue his interest in business at the University of British Columbia in the fall.
Peter Tang. Peter is a lifer who started at SMU in kindergarten. He created irreplaceable memories playing in the pit orchestra, accompanying 4 senior school musicals. He was also heavily involved with the school music program, participating in concert bands, jazz bands, and the orchestra. The bow-making pursuit in grade 10 is his favorite off-campus experience, where he learned new skills alongside good friends. Peter is looking forward to staying close to his family and friends as he begins his science degree this fall at the University of Victoria.
Sonia Zhaowen Tang. Sonia arrived at Timmis House from Vancouver in grade 10. A SMU golf team star, she started as the youngest player on the team that placed 3rd at provincials. The next year, they placed 2nd, and she earned the team award. Outdoor leadership experiences taught her real life and wilderness skills and allowed her to meet new people. She loved working with younger students leading the grade 6 camp. She also served as a school prefect this year. SMU developed her empathy and compassion, as well as meaningful connections with peers, teachers, and the boarding community. Sonia continues her golf career at the University of British Columbia while studying kinesiology. For her contributions to athletics, Sonia is the recipient of the Parents Auxiliary Sportsmanship Award.
Matthias Heinz Tots. Originally from Switzerland, Matthias is a long-time Victoria resident who came to SMU in grade 6. Over the years, he was very involved with athletics, service, myriad clubs and councils, as well as serving as a school prefect. He is most proud of creating and leading a middle school club focused on helping younger students to discover the wonders of marine science. Favorite memories include attending volleyball provincials and playing sports in the positive environment SMU coaches helped to create. In September, Matthias will pursue business and computer science at the University of Calgary as this year's recipient of the Richard and Lois Haskane Legacy Scholarship. For his excellent contribution to the school, Matthias is a recipient of a Head of School Award.
Cindy Tseng. Cindy came to SMU in grade 10 from Taiwan. She is grateful for her family in Timmis House, where she always put her best foot forward in house games and supported her housemates. She enjoyed talking, laughing, sharing a meal, volunteering, and doing fun everyday activities with her friends, who could always put her in a good mood. After graduating, Cindy will travel down under to Brisbane, Australia, to pursue an international hotel and tourism management degree at the University of Queensland.
Christian Turpin. Christian is a lifer who joined SMU in kindergarten. This multi-talented, high-achieving young man tackled university-level calculus this year while still juggling his full-time courses at SMUS. He also played the cello in the orchestra and studied piano and voice outside of school. Seeing the culmination of collective efforts during school performances was a definite highlight. He participated on the first Tech Challenge robotics team, collaborating to develop a robot and in earning a Dean's List finalist award. Another memorable experience was his Salts sailing trip in grade 10. He learned hands-on skills while enjoying the outdoors with friends. Christian will study engineering physics this fall at the University of British Columbia. For his excellent contribution to the school, Christian is a recipient of a Head of School Award. Maria
Valeva. Maria began her SMU journey in grade 6. Being a member of the orchestra played a significant role in her years at the school, allowing her to enjoy and share music. She will never forget accidentally walking into the lecture theater and being matched with a Japanese exchange student, an incredible opportunity where she experienced a new culture and a week of learning and laughter. Outdoor education trips were also highlights, where she enjoyed the wonders of Vancouver Island, huddled around a campfire counting stars. Maria stays close to home this fall as she begins her studies in biochemistry at the University of Victoria.
Rayme Van Ramsdonk. Rayme joined SMU in grade 6. A competitive dancer for 13 years, she still found time to engage with the busy school community. She served as a link leader, enjoying making new connections and becoming more confident as a leader. She was a member of Service Council throughout high school, and she hopes to integrate her passion for service initiatives into her future. Her most memorable off-campus experience was the university tour to Eastern Canada, since every day was filled with fun and time spent with her closest friends. Rayme will study science at the University of British Columbia in September. Andreas Vega Perez. Andreas began his SMU journey in grade 9. He developed leadership skills participating in soccer and rugby and serving as a member of the Athletic Council. He appreciates and will miss the teachers and staff, all of whom were incredibly helpful and caring over the years. Andreas is an ardent sports fan who hopes to study sports media in the future. He will begin his post-secondary career by staying close to home this fall as he studies humanities at the University of Victoria.
Luke Vincent. Luke arrived in grade 9 at SMU. Most comfortable on the water, he sailed with the Royal Victoria Yacht Club race team for 4 years and formed part of the provincial and national teams. He is also an avid road biker. He's grateful to many of his SMU teachers for the care and human connections they provided. Luke will stay close by in September to study engineering at the University of Victoria. For outstanding achievement in sailing, Luke is the recipient of an Athletic Director's Merit Award.
Eric Yijun Wang. Hailing from Shanghai, China, Eric joined Harvey House in grade 10. He enjoyed living with his Harvey housemates and making friends with people in boarding from around the world. He appreciated the diversity of the SMU community and became involved in a variety of activities, including serving as co-head of both radio and barbell clubs, the latter of which he helped create. Studious and determined, Eric will turn his attention to the study of commerce at the Sauder School of Business at the University of British Columbia.
Ines Wang. Originally from Beijing, China, Ines now lives in Vancouver. She arrived at SMU in grade 8 and made Timmins House her home. As head of Timmins House, she loved helping to create a sense of family and community with her sisters. She took part in a wide variety of SMU activities over the years, including the musical, and this year served as head of the Magic Circle and photography clubs, as well as the grad committee. This sparkling young scientist with a passion for brain science will ignite real and virtual classrooms at Tufts University, Boston, Massachusetts in the fall. For her contributions to athletics, Ines is recognized with the Girls Volleyball Team Award. For her excellent contribution to the school, Ines is a recipient of a Head of School Award.
Jonathan Tianyi Wang. Originally from Shijiazhuang, China, Jonathan now calls Victoria and Saskatoon home. He arrived in SMU as a grade 9 boarder in Barnacle House and joined a number of extracurricular activities over the years. He served as a school prefect and as head of the Launch X and philosophy clubs. Each of these opportunities strengthened his leadership skills and made him a more well-rounded person. Being part of the boarding community is certainly the highlight of his high school life. He made lifelong friends and appreciated how house parents as well as teachers cared so much for students. Jonathan will pursue a double major in cognitive science and economics at Swarthmore College in Pennsylvania.
Logan Ziyi Wang. Hailing from Beijing, China, Logan arrived at SMU in grade 10 and immediately settled into life in Bolton House. He was a force to be reckoned with on the junior and senior boys rugby teams and will always remember the trip down under for the 2018 Australia Rugby Tour. He was honored to serve as head of Bolton House and plans to stay connected to his boarding brothers for many years to come. Logan is off to Georgetown University in Washington, D.C., an ideal location to study international politics.
Sophia Wang. Sophia considers both Richmond, British Columbia, and Beijing, China, home. She joined Timmins House as a boarder in grade 10, immediately becoming involved in many aspects of the SMU community. She was active in the Pride Alliance and Volunteer Club, the JAG, and SMU Talks. She was also a member of the Boarding Activities Committee, which played a key role in house games. She's grateful for the diversity on campus as well as the many public speaking opportunities which have transitioned a passion into a skill. Sophia heads to Ontario in the fall to study economics and psychology at the University of Toronto.
Alyssa Watson. Alyssa joined SMU in grade 4. She was an active member of student and service councils, highlights of which include grassroots soccer and holiday activities. Outdoor education was always extremely memorable, providing countless opportunities for her to step out of her comfort zone by trying new things. She truly believes that her amazing SMU teachers and supportive friends have helped her to realize her full potential. She always felt challenged to develop her own ideas and strive to be the best version of herself. Alyssa will move up the street to the University of Victoria in September to study psychology.
Jane Chon-In Wong. Jane hails from Macau and joined SMU in grade 10. Timis House welcomed her with open arms, and she names being part of the boarding community as her most memorable experience over the years. Living with people from across the globe helped to develop her English and Mandarin skills. She now speaks both languages fluently. She says she also loved being a mom to her Timis sisters. She also learned to play badminton at SMU and joined the badminton team. This coming fall, Jane will study physiotherapy at Coventry University in the UK.
Nicole Ji-Wen Wu. Born in China and raised in Vancouver, Nicole joined SMU in grade 10 as a Timis House boarder. She honed her leadership skills as a link leader and member of the grad committee, and also enjoyed the opportunity to get to know so many different people in the boarding community, where she was a frequent flyer on the Timis duty schedule. She believes outdoor education trips definitely pushed her out of her comfort zone and helped her to develop patience and a more open mindset. In September, Nicole heads south to Los Angeles to study international relations at Loyola Marymount University. Maki Yamamoto. Maki joined Winslow House in grade 10 from Fukuoka, Japan. She quickly demonstrated her adventurous spirit by joining the sailing and field hockey teams, both new sports to her. She feels that the diversity of the SMU boarding community is one of its greatest strengths, and is grateful to the school for helping to develop her positive attitude. Maki will be taking a gap year this fall before journeying to Europe to pursue business management at King's College London. Samson Yan. Samson hopped from Vancouver to Vancouver Island to join Harvey House in grade 9. As head of Technology Club, he further developed his love for tinkering through working on a wide variety of engineering-related projects with his peers. He was also a valued contributor on the junior boys rugby and badminton teams. He is grateful to the SMU community for helping to build his independence and for the exposure to so many different extracurricular activities. Not surprisingly, Samson will pursue a degree in engineering at the University of Washington in Seattle. Xiangqing Tina Yang. Tina arrived at SMU in grade 4. She was a committed member of the art club, which helped her step outside of her comfort zone and connect with many passionate, like-minded individuals outside of class. She also cherishes the time she spent with friends from around the world in the boarding community. Her most memorable off-campus experience is visiting the First Nations community of Ahousaht. Tina will begin her studies in psychology at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario this fall.
Larry Yu. Larry is a lifer who joined SMU in grade 1. This year, he served as co-head of academic council and as head of math club, where he particularly enjoyed traveling as a team to Vancouver for math challengers. Scholar, musician, and athlete, Larry is among the most versatile and accomplished in this class of high achievers. He's ranked nationally in the 800 and 1500 meter freestyle swim events and has his sights set on the 2024 Olympics. Larry will head to Southern California in September to study astrophysics at Pomona College and compete for the Sage Hens. For his excellent contribution to the school, Larry is a recipient of a Head of School Award.
Angelo Qingyuan Zhang. Angelo hails from Shanghai, China, and arrived at SMU in grade 10 as a Harvey House boarder. He was a member of the cross-country team and barbell club, both of which he enjoyed as a means to stay healthy and active. He credits SMU with helping him to develop many academic and athletic skills, and he appreciates the great facilities the school has to offer. This fall, Angelo will study management at Pace University in New York City.
Kevin Zhang. Kevin arrived at SMU in grade 4. This talented musician was involved with the orchestral strings program. He enjoyed playing violin in class as well as performing in school concerts. He shared piano music with the community through chapel performances and piano club recitals. Squash is also a huge passion. Practices were always fun, and he worked hard on his skills with coaches and teammates. Memorable experiences included dissecting a fetal pig in AP biology class and playing both as a piano soloist and a member of the orchestra during the school concerto concert. Kevin moves to Montreal in September to study biology at McGill University. For his outstanding achievement in languages, Kevin is a recipient of the Modern Language Award. For his excellent contribution to the school, Kevin is a recipient of a Head of School Award.
Tianxue Archie Zhao. Originally from Harbin, China, Archie arrived at SMU in grade 10, settling into Harvey House and immersing himself in the community. He founded SMU Dance, through which he gained valuable experience working with people while expressing his passion and spreading joy. He often entertained the senior school at assemblies with his dance crew. He was co-head of Intercultural Council, an active member of the Pride Alliance, and a link leader, which all helped him to become more motivated, patient, and enthusiastic. He appreciates the incredible opportunities SMU provided, the people he met, the tenacity, courage, and leadership he learned along his journey. This fall, Archie will study commerce at the University of Toronto. For his outstanding contribution to our community by building bridges for the betterment of the school, Archie is a recipient of the Darlene McHugh Award.
Ziyuan William Zhao. Hailing from Beijing, China, William came to SMU in grade 9. He served as head of the Military History Club and feels that his critical thinking improved exponentially as a result of challenging courses like AP Biology. He remembers fondly his time as a Barnacle houseboarder and credits those years as pivotal in helping him learn valuable life skills. He is grateful to the grade 10 experiential program for the activities which allowed him to discover a new passion in Kyudo, the Japanese martial art of archery. William moves to Japan this fall to study marine biology and environmental science at the University of Tokyo. Yifei Jeffrey Zheng. Originally from Chengdu, China, Jeffrey now calls Victoria home and began his SMU career in grade 9. He served this year as co-head of the entrepreneurship and tech clubs and was also a member of the badminton team. These activities enhanced his leadership skills and made his high school experience, in his words, a whole lot more colorful. He will miss the great school spirit among the students. Jeffrey will pursue a degree in mathematical and physical sciences at the University of Toronto.
Good morning, fellow graduates, faculty and staff, parents, grandparents, and anyone else joining us online today. To my classmates, we did it! We're graduating! Obviously, this isn't how we imagine the end of our high school career. But this unconventional end does not take away from our 12 years of schooling and all we've accomplished to be here today. We should be proud of ourselves. We're living through extraordinary times. For some, the end of high school may feel anticlimactic. I know I felt weird and sad after I turned in my last assignment from my bed on a Thursday night and then rolled over and went to sleep. But high school's hard, even under normal circumstances, and making it to the end is a monumental accomplishment. Personally, I don't know many others apart from the grad class of 2020 who can say they graduated during a global pandemic. We will definitely remember our graduation and in turn be remembered for years to come. We owe some big thank yous. None of us made it to where we are today alone. I know I had lots of much needed help. So thank you. Thank you to our siblings, our pets, our aunts and uncles, our grandparents. Thank you to our parents for loving and supporting us, for being there in our best and worst moments, and for shaping us into the human beings we are today. Thank you to our teachers. They've challenged our thought processes, showed us how to persevere, taught us how to receive criticism and become better from it, taught us how to learn and how to love learning. We are infinitely grateful to you all. And I think it's fair to say that we've taught our teachers some things too. We've yelled, "You're muted," or "To present your screen, hit the button on the bottom right." And while no one can use technology perfectly, and our teachers may have entertained us by struggling more than others, they, along with the administration and the rest of the school staff, deserve credit for being committed to making our last months of high school happen. I come from a family that moved around often, and I've been to 7 different schools. I know that many in our grad class share my experience of coming to SMU from a different country, leaving their family and communities behind. I moved to Victoria for grade 10, and I had never lived in Canada. I didn't feel prepared to face the people, the Canadian accent, the rain, or the deer, and I showed up to SMU on my first day in a kilt with socks pulled all the way up to my knees before I found out that girls could wear pants. SMU quickly became a home for me, as it is for all of us. Our grad class in particular has worked hard to create a unique community made up of members from all over the world. We care about and check up on one another and have a lot of love for each other. Teachers and house parents have also made SMU a home, acting as mentors and second parents to us on campus. It's hard to leave a home, and the people, places, the familiar that you know. But once you leave, you don't just forget. Anywhere you've called home always holds a place in your heart, unique in what you learned, what you came to love, and who you are. We will move forward into the world with the SMU community in our hearts, emboldened by our shared experiences of camaraderie, losses, wins, sadness, and joy. But we will take separate paths. Our grad class is diverse in many ways, including our diversity of interest. We all love different things, and through our time at SMU, we've been given the space to grow into the people we want to be. SMU has given us the privilege of finding our passions, whether that be outdoor leadership, rugby, the musical, golf, orchestra, flight club, rowing, the JAG, Magic Circle, or robotics, whatever it may be, SMU encourages us and supports our interests. After all, you only need 2 friends and a teacher sponsor, and you can start any club. As we look at the world we're entering, it's scary. With climate change, incompetent leaders, racial injustices, and a growing wealth gap, it is easy to lose hope. But we are entering a world that demands change. We will need competent leaders and kind, empathetic, smart, passionate, loving, energetic, determined, strong human beings. We have learned how to be those people at SMU. So even though this is a scary world we're entering, it is a time of opportunity and a time for us to effect change. We've been taught the skills we need to continue learning, to continue speaking up for ourselves and others, and to develop our own opinions separate from our parents and friends. We've also learned how to take action on what we believe in, and we are all grateful to SMU for enabling us to enter this world as capable, determined, and curious people. Thank you.
It gives me great pleasure to congratulate the entire graduating class. I hope that wherever you are, you will stand and take a moment to be recognized by those around you. Raise your cap in triumph. You are a graduate of 2020. We here at the school are sending our applause, congratulations, and appreciation to you with the hopes that you feel our support despite our distance. You have accomplishments that not even a global pandemic can erase. Congratulations, class of 2020. Vivat.
Class of 2020, there will come a time when the least noteworthy thing about this year will be that you had to end it at physical distance. What you will hold dear will be the people with whom you shared it, your teachers, coaches, counselors, families, and classmates. The only role played by the distance will be in how you enter this next stage of your lives. And I'd say that you're better prepared as a class than most who have emerged from this institution. After all, you may have had to be physically distant from people and places, but you have been in close proximity to uncertainty, to frustration, to impatience, to worry, to disappointment, and you've come through the other side. Some of you already knew that life has a tendency to uproot our routines and expectations. Now each of you has a concrete idea of what it takes to flourish in the midst of such times, flourishing not only when the going is easy, but when the ground is hard. You've had to survive the conditions, focus your resolve, and find new ways to move forward. As Kate rightly stated, you've shown yourselves to be capable, determined, and curious. Which brings us back to that list of people who have been with you through it all. I invite you to take a moment and picture them in your mind's eye, your teachers, your coaches, your counselors, your families, your classmates. With them at the center of your thoughts, I invite you to join me in prayer. Please interpret my words in a way that's meaningful to you. Let us pray. Gracious God, as we move forward from this day, may we keep in mind that we are capable, able to make a difference to ourselves and others. As we move forward, may we remember what it means to be determined, resolved to impact our situation in the world. And above all, especially given the news of recent weeks, as we move forward, may we remain curious so that we come to better understand our neighbors and ourselves. Beloved God, for all the people who got us through what lies behind and who have prepared us for what lies ahead, we are thankful. So we pray, Amen. Class of 2020, you're ready. It's time to move. Vivat.